No, I'm not texting her. I'm not. Just go ahead.
I want to start with the pledge of allegiance led by Councilman Parks.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Right before we start our public session, I just want everybody to know that there are 2 exits, one in the back and one in the front, in case of any emergencies. I see no one has hats on, so hopefully we don't have that many speakers either, so we'll be moving pretty quick tonight. Looks like everybody can get out of the way early. So, what our public speakers are going to start with Commit. Pronounce that right? How many years? Yes, so just give me a name and address the record. Hit it.
Current Internet 420 Hancock Avenue
It's on? Yep. Turn it up.
on Vernon 10553. Okay, I'm just here to see, what's the process regarding the buses that park on South Fulton Avenue adjacent to Hancock was my backyard. Anyways, last time I was here, I went and I did research. I go to every department in City Hall, planning, building, city clerk's office, and zoning department, and each head told me that the bus is not supposed to be there. It is not zoned for parking. I also purchased a map for $20. I have my map, I check my map, I look at my map. It is not zoning for the bus parking. I went up in White Plains also, I do research up there, it is not zoning. I gave you guys, city council members, 3 pictures, photographs. One from the fire department front, one in my backyard, and another one of me holding the bus mirrors. Where the fence towards my back, the back of my building, my house, and the fence. I just stand up just like this and hold on to the bus as I show you guys. I don't know what's going on. I know, as a fact, there's a former council member who lives on Hancock Avenue. Okay? He also told me the bus not supposed to be there. He contacted the owner of the property. And the owner said he want to work out something with me, he's not going to move the bus from there. However, I know a couple of people, a lot of tenants, neighbors call City Hall, anonymous calling. I'm not here by myself, even though I'm here. A lot of other neighbors and tenants, they call because they're not here. They're just sick and tired, with the politics that's going on. I know it's a lot of work and it takes time. I know you guys have a lot on you guys' hand, but at the same time, this owner, if it was Scarsdale or anywhere else, he could not take his bus up in Scarsdale. I'm the only one here fighting. I am not going to quit. Because in my backyard, as I go in my backyard, I can just hold on to the bus like this. And I'm not giving up. I need some answers. I need to know where this thing, how far it's going to take, what time, the limit, because the owner who owns the property, he has connection with City Hall. You guys are just trying to do the best you can, but at the same time, there's higher head up there, and I intend to go further. I am not going to quit. I just need some answers. I don't know if you guys want to take a look at the map, but not right now, but after the session, I could show it to you guys and mark up my map. Please, I need you guys' help. It is frustrating. Last week sometimes, I stopped and take my 2 eyes. I saw a big truck came and they was pouring oil into the big white van, that's their office. The truck came and they poured oil on the premises into different buses. That's not right. On my block, I know 4 kids on my block have asthma. My neighbor beside me does have asthma. My son had panic attack. I'm an asthmatic also. It is, you know, when it comes to health, my health, my neighbors' and children's health, it is not good. So I want to know, what are you guys doing? I know you guys are trying, but please, I'm begging you guys, I need you guys' help. The bus is not supposed to be there. And you guys know it's not supposed to be there. Planning, zoning, everyone told me, Carmelita, I will not call names. That's not my style, but the bus is not supposed to be there. Sir, I'm begging you guys, please. Thank you so much for listening. If my map is here, I cannot give it to you guys. Pay for the box for it. Thanks a lot.
Zachariah Coney. Zachariah Coney. Erwin Billy. Jamie Pessin.
Good evening, City Council. My name is Jamie Pessin, 49 Elm Avenue. I just have a few things that I wanted to say. The first thing that I wanted to say, and I'll be like, because, you know, time moves on, but when you say something and you get a response, you don't get to respond back. Councilwoman Delia Parkinson, to be respectful, I do believe that you have some responsibility in the discussion that we spoke about related to public safety and codes. I just wanted to reference in Article 221-4, where it specifically says, and I won't begin at the beginning, it says, so posted by or under the direction of the City Council. I thought it was implied or known that the City Council did not give permission for the illegal signs on the utility pole, but if I'm wrong, please let me know. If the City Council gave permission for the signs that I see up, I would like to know, and if they weren't, then I would like some advocacy, because you're in public safety and codes, and if not, please pass it to another council member that can take up where you left off. I wanted to speak about something I saw on the internet. It says, the pleasure of your company is requested at the annual statutory meeting of the Mount Vernon City Council on Wednesday, the 2nd day of January 2019 at 7 o'clock. Honorable Andre Wallace will be installed as City Council President. To my knowledge, nobody's name is signed on this. This is not from the council, this is not from the mayor, but the Mount Vernon City seal is on it. And my understanding is that there has not been a vote related to this. So I don't know if it's fake news, I don't know if it's inappropriate sharing, but I want to bring it to the attention of the council. Something else that's come to my attention, and I've had an opinion on it. It was related to Councilwoman Delia Farquharson and her statement that she's going to abstain to vote on the council president. For reasons, I don't know what those reasons are. But what I will say is that I think that you should vote for somebody. And what I want to bring to the attention is probably hearsay, probably rumors, but I was told that the councilwoman filed a police report because she was threatened. I hope that the entire council is treating this threat seriously. And my understanding from what I was told is that it is Jaime Melendez. Might be false, but what I want to share with you is my interactions with him in 2012. Adam Kirkland, he was a volunteer for my Operation Cleanup project. He was also a nominee to be a young version of the mayor for the county or something higher. And he was assaulted, allegedly, by Jaime Melendez, as Jaime Melendez was supporting Maureen Walker and as Adam was supporting Mayor Davis in an attempt for him to be kicked out of Fleetwood. I'm very sad about this because this started a road where Adam was no longer involved in positivity, no longer involved in politics, fell back in with other people in Mount Vernon, and you know, honestly, now he's in jail. So I just feel like this is a person that we wanted to bring up, but who do I see that's in our community today? People who are detractors, people who are poison, people who are, for some reason, too close to the people in positions of power, while people who were supposed to be our future are sitting in jail because they succumbed to negativity. As I was in the council chambers, Regina Smith, who's a part of my family, reluctantly we accept her, was here to threaten me. There were other times, I think her name was Maria Jones, where I was threatened in the council chambers. So these threats, they happen and should be taken seriously. And I just want to say, as a person that's just here at the mic, I understand we have disagreements, but I also have a lot of respect for what you do and maybe one day aspire to do it as well. And I just think that in honor of the night being Umoja, unity, that we should support any threats in a serious manner. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Once again, Zachariah Cohen and Erwin Billy. Okay, so that completes us public speaker sessions, and we're going to go into the response. Simon, Media Fox, Councilwoman Fox.
Thank you, President Pro Tem. Good evening to the community. And it is the first night of Kwanzaa. So yes, we want to acknowledge the principle of unity, which is an important principle. When I think of unity, I think most importantly, it's about unifying our minds, our hearts, our deeds to a creator God. Because if we do that, then we are less likely to go astray. So let me respond to Ms. Ned. I hope you received, Ms. Ned, the letter that I sent to the building department asking for the building department to investigate what is going on there and to respond appropriately and to also, consult other departments so we can get this resolved. I really understand your frustration and you're right, you can't fight City Hall by yourself. And so you're doing the right thing by organizing and coming here and expressing your how you feel and requesting that this council do something about it. It should not be that we should have a bus park spring up without the proper authority. And I agree that something needs to be done about it. So I will, in support of your position, send another letter to the building department requesting a follow-up and asking that, what has been done in response to the letter that was sent last week. So I will continue myself to request action on your behalf as a city councilwoman. And I'm really regretting that we have to be going through this, particularly as it relates to the impact on your health and the impact on the health of the community. So I will continue to do what I can to address this matter. Mr. Pessin, I recognize your persistence in trying to drag my attention to this matter. I continue to say that this is a matter of ordinance. As far as I know, the City Council has not authorized the posting of any of these signs. Therefore, to my knowledge, these signs are hung illegally. However, because they are hung illegally, it is the responsibility of the ordinance officer, and I believe Madam President, when she was here at the last meeting, told you or directed you to speak with the ordinance officer. You can also speak with the Commissioner of Police, who oversees the ordinance officer. It is not my responsibility, and I know that you seem to be particularly focused on getting my attention on this, and I don't understand it, but that's fine. I will continue to direct you to where I think you need to go. And that is to ordinance, that is to the operations of the city. So city council has not voted on this to my knowledge, so therefore the signs are hung illegally. So on your behalf, I will also write a letter to the police commissioner and direct your complaints to him and ask him to specifically look into these matters so that we can have a more direct response. As to the other matter, I will not discuss that. So it won't be discussed here. So I thank you very much. President Pro Tem.
Councilwoman Duarte.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming out tonight, the day after Christmas and the first day of Kwanzaa. Happy holidays to all. I hope you're all having a very blessed holiday season. To Colonel Ned, thank you for sticking with the issue and coming and consistently coming and raising your concerns to this council. As Councilwoman Markinson stated, she is doing her best to address it as part of our committee. Certainly, we will continue to support any efforts to for the buildings department or whomever, which is responsible for and following through on those concerns. I'm particularly concerned and sensitive to the impact it's having on your health and the health of your neighbors. It is a quality of life issue, and certainly it was one that did not exist previously for you. So we need to address that. Jamie Pessin, thank you again for what you do to support the community by attending these meetings, sharing them on Facebook, and consistently bringing to our attention some of the quality of life issues that are really present in your work. I'm actually sorry to hear about your friend Amber and hear about the circumstances that led to or has impacted his life. So unfortunately, that is the situation in this community. We have a lot of negativity and we need to work on eradicating that and continuing to promote the positive and continue to work collaboratively so that we do provide a constructive environment for our youth and we interrupt the pathway as you said to prison. So with that, I just want to thank everyone for coming tonight. I wish everyone a blessed and safe New Year. See you in the New Year. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman Duarte. Councilman Griffin.
Shouldn't have included you.
No.
All right, very good. So thank you all for coming out tonight. Hey, this is good. Yeah. Mr. Ned, thank you again for coming out. I think I've led you in the right direction. On one correction though, you should not go into a building department to find out, because it's not their jurisdiction. There's no building on empty land. So the building department does not handle empty land issues. I think one of the questions that I asked you was, do they have a parking license, a license to operate a parking lot? And you would need to go to the clerk's office to get information on that. And that is under Councilman Wallace's committee. So you may want to dig over in that section. Don't bother with the buildings department, because as you know, there's no building on that lot. So I'm trying to point you in the right direction. Mr. Pessin, thank you very much. I think it's a shame to hear that we have people that are interested and then somehow they're not interested. I don't know if there's a possibility that we could, in a way, keep Adam engaged. I don't know if we still are in contact with him. If not, that's a shame because, Mount Vernon has quite a population of youth and even adults that are on the verge of making a critical mistake. So it's a shame that we've gotten to that point. I'm not sure the accusations that you brought up. I hadn't heard heard about those before. They are concerning. I do know that I have been threatened for an extended period of time by somebody who called my house numerous times, and it was just over a year ago, because somebody took me home. They said, "Marcus, can I drop you off in front of your house?" And I was like, "Yeah, why?" And it reminded me that last year I had to drop you off around the corner, and I snuck into my back door because I was threatened by somebody numerous times, and I just knew one day he was going to meet me in the house. So it's real being council people. Everybody thinks it's nice. It's fun to be a council person. I've had rocks thrown through my front window. I've had part of my car scratched, key scratched. I had my car spray painted. And of course, those threats that I'm gonna kill you and your family about 20 times a day. So being a council person, we must not forget in New York City, city council, somebody came into the city council and shot a councilman dead. Boom, right there in New York City City Council. So if you guys think it's a joke being a city councilman or city councilwoman, it's not a joke. I take it very seriously. So thank you all. I hope you all have a Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a happy New Year.
Thank you, Councilman. Ms. Ned, I know Councilwoman Ferguson wrote the letter in regards to the bus company and everyone else involved with that and the owner. Like Councilman Griffin said, it's a operational license they need from the clerk's office. I'm going to ask right now, while I'm on the record, Clerk Brown, is there an operational license for that bus corporation to be operating on Fulton?
Not in the clerk's office. They would need to get some sort of zoning board approval, and that would probably come to planning. But the clerk would not issue that type of license. We would only issue a license for temporary parking on the city streets, for instance, like for movies and things of that nature. We would not issue that type of permit on private property. That type of authorization doesn't come from the clerk's office.
Thank you. That leads me back to one thing. Why are they still operating there? Is the question. It is wrong. It's not supposed to be there. All the departments told you, if they told us it's not supposed to be there. So we have to figure out why is it still there? And why is it not being moved? So that is going to have to be the next council's challenge and figure that out, because what needs to happen is the corporate council, like they so much love to do with other places, they need to pay them a visit along with those from the mayor's office and close it down. That is a legitimate business that needs to be shut down because it's not supposed to be there.
You mean an energy
Excuse me? You're right in both ways, but it's illegal, it's operating there illegally, and right now it is the mayor who needs to make them, move forward with it and get it removed. What people don't realize is council members, we take in all the information, we write legislation, but we don't have any power for the day-to-day operation of the city. If we did, we would have sent the police there a long time ago and had this addressed. We know it's illegal. We know it's not supposed to be there. But it's beyond our power now. We can write more letters, which I'm going to ask Councilwoman Ferguson to write a second letter. We're going to write a harsh letter this time, and we're going to try to get it removed. I think that's what needs to be done at this point.
Council President,
Yes, sir.
you to the Councilwoman Ferguson, and the letter that you written, it's just not on the top of my head. Who was the letter addressed to?
building department.
The one department, maybe the letter should go directly to the authorization people, like the zoning board, to ask them have they approved some.
But we would have record of that, right? We would have record of that either put in the clerk's office, or we would have been informed in our packages.
Yes.
So we can ask them, but I think that's probably cursory.
But
That's
you do
what
say
it
that
has.
you might want to CC these are.
Right, so I'll CC the letter to the zoning board just to ask. And that's how I directed the building department, President Pro Tem. I directed him to find out from other pertinent departments whether or not the zoning had been changed or any authorization had been provided to operate. So that's how I directed the letter.
Sorry to interrupt you guys, I want
Can we-
to talk while you guys are talking.
Yeah, sorry, there's no back and forth at this point, I'm sorry. Councilman Ferguson, the next letter, can we sit down tomorrow or something? We need to put a letter to the mayor that this needs to be moved, and then CC everybody. So that, he needs to do what needs to be done, and it needs to be moved. So I think that's what we need to do next. Okay? So another letter will go out, regarding this, and then we can chat about it at the break and look at the map in a moment. And Jimmy Pessin, thank you for coming out, but we had made it clear, and I know Councilman Ferguson made it clear as well. We do not do the day-to-day operation of taking signs down and enforcing them. You are very good friends with the mayor. You know this. You go to his meetings, during that Monday or so. You need to address this at the mayor's office and ask the mayor to enforce the law that has been legislated to remove those signs. So that is where it has to be done. The council does not remove the signs. We do the legislation. The legislation is in place. We know it's illegal. Now we need the administration to do its job and to remove the signs. And I think that is the best place for you to go, is to be able to go to the commissioner's meeting. You'll have all of the commissioners there, where you can talk to DPW commissioner as well as the police commissioner to make sure that all of these signs are taken down and that you are properly heard. And that would be my advice to you. And as far as threats, I hate to see anybody get threatened. And Councilman Griffin was absolutely right, because I think we had that daily call from those threats, but 18 since I've been councilman, 18 death threats that are legitimate type of death threats. The other gentleman we had, Councilman Griffin, I think we got about 20 apiece from that one guy, but we counted that a little separate. So when he says that it is not that easy being a councilman, it's right. I got attacked in a bar. So these things happen, and at times I think we need to have some protection. But it is part of what the job is, and I hate to see anyone being threatened, and anyone that is threatened, immediate action should be taken to make sure that their safety is paramount. At this time, we're finished with the speakers list. We're going to go into our referral session after, but we're going to take a 5-minute recess. If you have any questions, to go right in and ask members. Now's the time. Now we're going to go into our referral session, starting with legislation.
Thank you, President Pro Tem. So on behalf of the chair, item number 3 is called for. Item number 6 is for information. Item number 18 is called for. Item number 19 through 33, that's 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 33 are for information. Item number 34 is on the agenda. Item number 35 is for information. That ends my report, President Pro Tem.
Thank you. Human resources.
Item number 36 is called for. Item number 37 was on the agenda, but I think it's information because we have a revised letter. Item number 38 is for information. Item number 39 is on the agenda. Item number 40 and 41 are for information. And so I have one add-on, which is the revised letter amending ordinance number 4, and that's on the agenda as item number 6.
Public safety improvements.
Thank you, President Pro Tem. Item number 2 is called for, item number 4 is called for, item number 5 is for information, item number 12 is called for, item number 15 is for information, 16 and 17 are called for, item number 25 is for information, item number 28 is held, item number 29 is held, item number 30 is for information, item number 31 is for information, item number 32 is on the agenda, item number 42 is for information, 43 is for information, item number 44 is for information, item number 45 and 46 are called for, item number 47 and 48 are for information, and I have an add-on that I hope will make it on the agenda, but I'd like to at least have a discussion. That ends my report, President.
Thank you. Finance plan?
Question for the add-on, is it on the agenda or not?
It's on the agenda.
Did you see that on the agenda?
It's written on,
It's not on the agenda.
it's not on the agenda, no, it's not on the agenda, I wanna add it on, but it's not on the agenda, I would have to add it. Actually add it on. I requested, but it did not make it for the reasons that I'd like to discuss.
So do we have the legislation to read?
We have legislation that was prepared.
Do we have that?
I prepared it with the assistance of the deputy clerk. I emailed that to you, to all of you, and I also sent a copy of the Motorola contract for reference. I sent that on Monday. This is regarding the radio for the Public Safety Department, which is at the moment defective and not working. We have made a couple attempts to put this on the agenda, and the mayor's office, through his corporation counsel, is refusing to add this to the agenda.
I think it needs to be said that I think, in the record, I think we need to continue to explain how much the council has a desire to have this on the agenda.
Yes.
Because we do not want our radios to go down, we do not want to be embarrassed, we do not want Verizon pulling our copper lines.
Or any kind of crisis to
Right.
occur.
So the police have come before the city council and have basically begged us to put the legislation on so that we can fund the radios that they need to communicate. And this council obliged. We met. We know that we don't have the cash to do it. We know we don't have a bond issuance ability. We know we cannot issue bans also. So this council said that we asked the police department to go back to get a lease payment plan for these radios. They did that, and it has not come before this council to vote on. So, Councilwoman Ferguson, thank you but I think it needs to be said and explained.
And that's what I was hoping to do, Councilman Griffith. So thank you so much, but that is exactly what I was hoping to do further along in the agenda, is to really explain where we are and the efforts that this council has made and is making to execute having the public safety department be equipped efficiently so that they can serve our community. So thank you, Councilman Griffith.
Thank you. Sorry, Council President.
No. I want to make sure that it's clear and transparent for everybody to understand exactly what's going on. And I've been asking that question also, just so you know, with the police commission as well. Why is the mayor continuously taking it back off and not putting it on the agenda? And he has no answer. So nobody has any answers on what's going on. And I don't think the mayor is going to talk to us or give us an answer on why he's doing it. But one thing I do know is that it's becoming very concerning, because of the simple fact that, at any time, I notice that these radios can go out, and police officers then have to communicate back and forth with cell phones, their own personal cell phones. And this is not something that we want to have our own police in a situation, that is very dangerous in the radio now. So we need to move on this quickly. We need to figure out how we got to get
And that's the conversation I'd like to have, President Pro Tem. So yes, further along in the agenda, I think we need to discuss it, because that's what I emailed on Monday, and I want to just acknowledge publicly the efforts of our Deputy City Clerk, Lauren Carter, in helping to get this legislation prepared such as it is.
Okay.
Mr. President,
Yes.
I did have a conversation with Councilman Fox in reference to the resolution that was prepared, and there were a lot of concerns with the resolution. When you do a resolution of this magnitude, it's a contract, and it does need the input of the law department. The law department corrects, projects, and creates contracts for the city of Mount Vernon. And without their input, you might want to seriously consider it. You have to hire someone else.
Right.
To do that, that's what you need to do. But the resolution, the form that it's in, there's a lot of inadequacies there and there's a lot of question. Even in Deputy Carter's email back, she said to leave certain responsibilities up to this council body to move forward. But to go into contract, we need attorneys to look over the contract to make sure that the city's best interest is at hand as opposed to the council approving it. So,
Yeah, President.
we did have a conversation about
Yeah,
it.
President, thank you, City Clerk Brown. Well, President Pro Tem, if I may, I'll just say that this council is being hindered in the execution of its duties because this is the second time that I have requested that this legislation be prepared and placed on the agenda. I requested that at our last special meeting, which was last Friday, and the item was not added to the calendar, to the agenda, and we were all surprised to find out that it was not. At the directive of the mayor's office, someone in the mayor's office told someone in Corporation Council that the item was not to make it on the agenda. When I got my legislation again, my referrals again, I again specifically requested that it be placed on the agenda. I was told that it would not be placed on the agenda. I reiterated my request. And that was when I said that at this point, I'm willing, with this council's support and assistance, to push the issue. Because I feel like it's the only way we can get this done. The community is at risk if our police radios are not working. The community is at serious risk. And so I understand that it must be reviewed by Corporation Council or another legal scholar, legal mind. And so this body must consider how we will get that accomplished. But the fact is that we have a valid quote from Motorola that must be reviewed. We understand that the need exists right now for our police department to be provided with working radios. And we understand that the willingness exists within this body to make that decision. And so what is the body to do? I am not a legal mind, none of us are. And so we need to make sure that someone, whether we're going to contact someone or have outside counsel look at it, we need to make sure that we can get this legislation on the agenda, have it passed, even with the objection, because there's been no stated reason as to why this legislation is not being placed on the agenda. We do not have an understanding of why the mayor is refusing to place the purchase of new radios for the police department on the agenda. It seemed like something like a no-brainer. So that's why I said I wanted to wait until we did the legislation, because I want this body to think about where do we go next? How do we make sure that we can get this legislation properly reviewed, contract properly reviewed, placed on the agenda so we can take a legitimate vote on this matter and demonstrate to our community that we are doing our very best to respond to the needs of the department and to protect health and safety within this community.
So,
factors that we need, you know, to identify the steps to getting it done.
Thank you. So, we're gonna, table it for now, we'll move to.
Thank you.
Clerk, you have a roll?
No,
Oh. Finance and planning.
Thank you, Madam President. Item 1 is being called for. Items 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, and 14 are for information. Item 26 is being called for. Item 27 is on the agenda, enumerated as number 8. Item 49 and 50 are both for information. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Council President. Councilman Griffin. Roll call.
Councilwoman Duarte,
Present.
Councilwoman Parkinson,
here.
Councilman Griffith,
Here.
Council President Wallace.
Here.
Let the record reflect that Council President Copeland is not present.
Thank you. Legislation and Public Works.
Thank you, President Pro Tem. So I have an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with Enterprise Fleet Management and the Department of Public Works to lease purchase, I have to make a correction here, not 22, but 10 trucks and vehicles. So I'll read it again. An ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with Enterprise Fleet Management and the Department of Public Works to lease purchase 10 trucks and vehicles. So moved.
Second.
On the question?
Mr. President, being that this legislation is being corrected on the floor, I'm quite confident that the Law Department received specific detailed instructions on how many vehicles.
The actual legislation is correct. The actual legislation that we will sign is correct. It was just the summary legislation that's wrong.
Okay.
Roll call.
Councilwoman Duarte,
Aye.
Councilwoman Parkinson,
Aye.
Councilman Griffith,
Aye.
Council President Wallace.
Aye.
I have item number 2, an ordinance authorizing the city to issue bond anticipation notes for the Gizzo judgment, and I'd like to hold that on the floor. So moved.
You don't have to move it.
Okay.
This is held.
Okay, and the same thing for item number 3, URA audit, an ordinance directing the controller to transfer funds and complete the Urban Renewal Agency 2016 audit. I'd like to hold that on the floor. And the cable franchise agreement, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a cable franchise agreement with Verizon. I'd like to hold that on the floor. That ends my,
Mr. President, if I may, these items 2, 3, and 4, I would like those struck from the agenda completely. Because these were not items that we requested to be in our legislation. They should not be here. They were put here without council authorization or vote as part of our referral package. So,
can we vote on that?
so, Mr. Clerk, I would like, yes, I'd like to make a motion if I need to strike items 2, 3, and 4 from our record of agenda completely, if that is even at all possible. Because
Is it?
the reality is that this council sets our agenda, we set what will be voted on, we have rules and committees which move items forward. None of these 3 items were voted on in subcommittee or the council as a whole. So I'd like them stricken completely from our authorities.
Madam Clerk, could you just
Yes, okay.
there's no reading again, and
Being that this is the problem when all of the information doesn't come through the clerk's office. Because sometimes it comes through the clerk's office, and sometimes council people choose to go directly to the water department. And then we get the aftermath. We see it, it's not supposed to be on it, we don't know if it's supposed to be on it or not. My conversation with the deputy clerk indicated that these 3 items were put on the agenda. One has no letter, which is number 4. There was no communication on number 2 and 3. Once it put on by the law department, the record has been made. I think what you're doing, but striking it, you can strike it, but the record's still there. What you need to do, as you said, you're holding them. You gave an explanation on why you're not moving forward, because you have no dialogue on it, you have no discussion with it, no discussion with the mayor on these particular issues. But we can't undo what's already done, because what's done is a record in the law department. Once it's a record in the law department, it's a record. So we can strike them from the record, but then again, you're gonna have 2 documents out there.
Clerk Ryan,
Yes.
even though this is being held, it just never has to come back.
Being held with an explanation on the record
As
is
to
the
why-
reason why you should not act on it. He gave the reason why, because you had no documentation on it, no discussion on it, and he arbitrarily put them on without your authorization.
So
That's fine.
So Clerk Councilman Griffith explained it very well. Would you need Councilwoman Augustine to just repeat it, and for the record?
No, because, let me be very clear. You strike it from this record here, has no bearing from the record that's in the law department as opposed to the record that's in the clerk's department. You can have a conflict of interest. You can say, well, which record is proper? And then have to come back to this body, get this tape, review this tape, and see that the council exercises right not to act on something that they did not put on the agenda. But there is still going to be a record in another department, even though the clerk is the keeper of the record. Again, because of the association with the law department preparing the council's agendas, they're going to have a record in their record law that says that this was part of the record for tonight. You're not acting on it, which is what you're supposed to do. You've given an explanation of it, but to strike it, we're going to do no agenda without this on it. We can do that if you want.
We got it. Basically, it was held and it will be held.
Yes.
So it was not a problem.
Mr.
Is
President?
that okay with you?
Mr. President, no. This council is who sets our agenda. By no means should the law department be setting the council's agenda, period. We should not be here before they hit this floor. They should have been invited out. We did not vote on these. We did not see letters of referral to come here. It should not be a part of any record of what we have here. They should be totally removed. No committee discussed these. It did not make its way out of committee. They should not be here. We have a referral process. If we allow the law department or anybody else to put things on our agenda, then we will have to hold them on the floor. We are setting a very bad precedent. They should all be invited out. They should be cut out. They should be blacked out. I don't care what it is. They should not be on our agenda, period.
Mr. President, what happened to your special meeting Friday? Did you do the same thing?
There was no special meeting.
You had a special meeting, that special meeting you all had, and you held all the items, yes, you did. I wasn't here, but I know what happened. You did not do that then, and if you're gonna do it, you need to be consistent. You can't just make stuff up as you go along.
Let's just hold
Okay, it's held for now, and we'll deal with that,
Mr. President, for the record,
that issue with the law
I
department.
firmly disagree.
it. That's good.
Okay. But that has been held, so,
Okay.
human resource.
I'm going to hold item number 5 in reading the legislation. There are some concerns as to its wording. And so for right now, I'm going to hold it. I want to check, follow up on that, and we'll consider it for our next meeting. Item people with developmental disabilities. The amount has increased, and so we're amending the ordinance to reflect the correct amount. So moved.
Second.
On the question? Roll call.
Councilwoman Duarte,
Aye.
Councilwoman Ferguson,
Aye.
Councilman Griffith,
Aye.
Council President Wallace.
Aye. Public safety and code.
Thank you, President Pro Tem. I have an ordinance granting permission for 2 members of the police department to attend the SWAT Command Decision-Making and Leadership Course, 2/25/2019 to 3/1/2019. So moved.
Second.
On the question? Roll call.
Councilwoman Ferguson,
Aye.
I'm sorry.
Duarte.
Councilwoman Duarte is the first person should be called.
Aye.
Councilwoman Ferguson,
Aye.
Councilman Griffith,
Aye.
Council President Wallace.
Aye. Finance and planning.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution accepting the city's fiscal year 2018 Community Development Block Grant Award and the fiscal year 2018 Home Investment Partnership Program. So moved.
Second.
On the question? Roll call.
Councilwoman Duarte,
Aye.
Councilwoman Ferguson,
Aye.
Councilman Griffith,
Aye.
Council President Wallace.
Aye. That concludes our legislative session. Is there anything else that needs to be brought before this body? Anyone? I guess not. Okay, so can I get a motion to adjourn?
Can we close in recognition of the first day of Kwanzaa? Recognizing the principles of Kwanzaa. So, can we?
Sure.
So I move that we close in recognition of the celebration of Kwanzaa.
Second.
Motion to adjourn?
Yeah, do a roll call.
Roll call.
Councilwoman Duarte,
Aye.